Happy Sunday, guys. Today I'm going to be showing you how to incorporate color into your looks in 3 different ways. So these are easy makeup tutorials for beginners or for people who don't have a lot of time to get ready. These will take you 5 minutes or less, and you can use whatever color you want for these. These are definitely more beginner coded because they're so simple and you can practically use your fingers. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the first way you can incorporate color into your makeup. And this is the easiest way and also the most subtle. So I have the Cosmic Beauty Delicious Delights palette here. It's a really pretty pastel palette, and I love using pastels for this trick. So what you're going to do is take a dense brush. This is kind of like a pointed brush. I'm kind of filling this blue right here. So I'm going to take that blue, and you just want to load up your brush. You can pat it off if it's a little too much pigment. And you just want to pop this right into your inner corner. Just like so. And you can also blend this into your crease a little bit if you want, but this is not necessary. And if this is too pigmented for you, you can always take a translucent setting powder, kind of dip your finger in it, and then pat it over this color. You can also take a highlighter of whatever color and pop it here for a little extra brightness and shimmer. But for today, I'm kind of feeling a matte look, so I'm just going to leave it as is. And the fun thing with this hack is that you can use whatever color you fancy. So you can do blue, purple, green, pink, and my favorite, yellow. It just shows that there's so many different ways to incorporate this trick, and it's so easy, and it just adds another level to your looks, and it just makes them really fun in my opinion. I'm going to show you guys the second way to incorporate color into your looks, and this is going to be color on this lower lash line. And again, you can use whatever color you want. I'm going to be going in with this Primaries palette from Bakeup Beauty. It has pretty much any color in the rainbow, and I'm really feeling this blue right here. I love blue makeup. I have an angled brush, a flat brush, and then a fluffy brush. You really could just use one brush for this, but I like having multiple ones so I can really blend it out and make it look seamless. So first I'm going to take my dense brush. It's kind of an angled eyeliner brush, and I'm just going to put this blue right on the tip. And then I'm going to pop this under my lash line, as close to my lashes as I can go. And you just want to do that for both sides, extending it to where my wing would go. And you can honestly blend this out with your fingers too at the edges. Now I'm going to go in with my flat brush and pick up that blue again and just pack it on so it's a little more intense. Again, going as close to your lash line as you can. And I'm just patting this. And then I'm going to go into another palette and take a lighter blue shade and pack that onto my brush. I'm going to pat it off, and then I'm going to pop this over top of that darker blue. This is going to kind of give an ombre effect and really just take it up another level. I do like mine to be a little more dramatic, so that's why I do the second more bright and noticeable color. If you want it to be more subtle, you can stick to a darker color that is less noticeable unless you're up close. I love being noticed. And finally, I'm going to take my clean brush and just blend out those edges. You can also use your powder brush for this to really help diffuse it a little more. I'm going to take that pastel shade too and just pop a little bit right on this outer V of my eye. And this would be perfect to put eyeliner on top, but it's not needed. I'm just putting a little bit and then making sure I blend it out so it looks kind of smoky. And I don't have any primer on. With looks like this, you don't really need it because you do want it to look a little softer. There you go. That is the second way to add color into your makeup. And I just think there's something about blue eyeshadow that is so underrated. I think it looks good on everybody. I especially love it with my blue eyes. I just think it's so fun, and it just adds another dimension to your makeup. Okay, so today we're going to incorporate a little more color than we've been doing, but it's still super, super easy and anybody can do it. So I have a single eyeshadow. This is the MAC What's the Wi-Fi matte eyeshadow. It's just a really pretty matte, like neon-ish green. You want to find an eyeshadow and then a matching shimmer. So I'm going to use one of the greens from this cbeautymall palette. This is the Cheery EP Neon palette. So I already have my eyes primed. So I typically use this Jason Wu eye primer. This is in Nude. So I'm going to get my green eyeshadow, and I just take a fluffy brush. This is the one I'm using today. Just a fluffy brush. You can really use any type of brush because we're not going for anything super neat today. It can be messy. And I'm just going to take my mirror, and I'm just going to make sure my primer's not creasing. And just pat this all over your lid. I like to go almost up to my eyebrows, but you can also just go on your lid, you can go to your crease, you go as high as you are comfortable with. You can also just apply this with your fingers because we are not worried about blending. Blending is something for people who are a little more comfortable with makeup. If you're a beginner wanting to wear color, that's a little overwhelming. So I'm just going to show you how to do a very simple, colorful eye look. I like to take it to the next level, and this is going to look like you put a little more effort in and like you tried a little more. So I'm going to take either this green right here or this dark green right here. Those are my color options. I'm actually going to take this one, the neon one. And I'm just going to pack this all on top of that shimmer. Mainly focusing on the first half of my eye. And this is really just going to add some shimmer to your eye and glitter and just make it really dimensional and fun without having to blend a lot, since this color is very similar to what you put down. I'm actually going to take a little bit of that darker one too and just pat that on top. Kind of mixing the two together. You can also just take a glitter and apply it here. I'm only doing to the middle of my lid. And I'm going to take that very neon green and just pop it right in my inner corner. So here it is with mascara. I think this eye look is just so pretty, and you can use whatever color you want. If you're feeling pink, if you're feeling lavender, blue, you can do pastel colors and neon colors. There's so many combinations you can do with just a matte eyeshadow and a matching glitter or shimmer, and they all look so well put together, and they do not add that much time to your whole routine. It's a couple minutes, if that, because you can do most of this with your fingers. So there you have it. Those are 3 ways to incorporate color for beginners or for people who don't have all the time in the world to spend blending out makeup, doing cut creases, all of that. I know not everybody has hours to do makeup or wants to spend that amount of time on makeup. So I'm trying to create videos to show you how to do fun looks in the least amount of time. And I think these are all really good hacks and tricks. I've definitely been using these for years, especially now that I'm the mom of 2 toddlers. I don't always have an hour to devote just to eyeshadow, so sometimes I just do these fun little tricks to get some color and feel more like myself. As always, I'm Sparkling Jules MUA on all platforms. Give me a follow and comment any future videos you'd like to see. Give me some ideas, and have a great rest of your week.